hello there. I know we've been doing a lot of these videos, and a lot of them talk about, evaluate your life and see if there's clutter and clear out that clutter, and how God will put us through things to help identify some of those things that don't need to be there, those things that are actually hindering us, so we can get rid of them. And I was thinking, I don't want this to be all challenge time, but hopefully there's been a bunch of encouragement in that for you. But I was out here, and we've got, I don't know if you can see them, we got a couple of little miniature potbelly pigs, and as we were getting ready to get them, I'm putting their pen together, and all this was running through my mind, and I'm thinking, well, I gotta get this pen together for these pigs. And what came to my mind was this statement Jesus made to his disciples. He says, I'm going to prepare a place for you. If I go prepare a place for you, I will come back to take you with me so that you can be where I am. And it just kind of, as I'm building this pen and the chicken coop just beyond it, I got to take into account what I know of the animals that I'm preparing that place for. Pigs, they're smelly, they're dirty, but they're also very smart. They're also very playful. They need to have wet mud in the summer and a dry place to sleep in the winter, and so there's things I had to take into account as I prepared this place for them. And the chickens, chickens like to eat whatever, they forage, they need some space, but I also had to take into account the predators in the area. We have foxes and raccoons and hawks and different things out here that will prey on the chickens. They tend to leave the pigs alone, but I had to take those things into account as I prepared. And then for me, there's a learning curve, right? I'd never had pigs before, so there's things I'm learning, and we had this doghouse in there for them for their dry space, but they didn't want to go in it because the opening's too small or something, and they're not comfortable going in it. So we took that out, and I built a little A-frame thing for them, and we put straw down there, and they burrow in there, and they're happy as can be. Now with God, there's no learning curve. He's preparing a place for you, and he knows all about you, and he's taking into account what he knows about you, what he knows about the life you're living, and what he knows about the plans that he has for you. And he is working to prepare you for that. And this place that he has for us, there's lots of hymns that talk about, we get our mansion, and you hear people talking about, a mansion on a hill, and that's not what Jesus was talking about. He wasn't talking about putting us in a mansion. He's talking about bringing us into his oikos, his household. In my Father's house, there are many rooms. He's talking about a place in the kingdom and the family of God. It's more relational, and this picture in Revelation of living in the unveiled presence of God, where the New Jerusalem and God is its light, and he just runs through everything, and he's ever present all the time, and we have this new body so we can be in his very presence and see him with our very eyes. And it's this picture of relationship, it's this picture of togetherness, it's this picture of unity, not a subdivided neighborhood with manicured lawns and mansions, but one big house where we all live and interact in the very presence of God. And he's preparing that place for us, and he's preparing us for that place. And so all of this stuff, look at the clutter in your life, weed out the things that don't belong there. Even in the difficulty, God is at work. He's in the work in the good and the bad and the ugly to make you like Christ, his son, so that you can have a place in that family and have a place in that household. And so I just want to encourage you this morning, I want to encourage you today that God is at work in everything, preparing a place for you in his kingdom and family, and preparing you to be in that place, a place that no one else can fill. He knows you, he loves you, he knows you better than you know yourself. He knows what you need, he knows what idols exist and how they need to fall, and he's going to lead you through that. He'll lead you to green pastures, he'll lead you beside still waters, and he'll stay with you even in the valley of the shadow as things feel like they're falling apart, because some of those things need to fall. Whether it's they need to leave, or they need to be put in their proper place, or they need to become what they were intended to be, or you need to become what you were intended to be. And so I hope you find encouragement in that. Stay steadfast, keep the faith through all the difficult things. Don't forget God when it gets good. Keep seeking him, pursuing him, because he's preparing that place for you in his kingdom, in his family. And maybe you're a pig now, but he wants you to be something more. I didn't think that analogy through, but you get the point. Anyway, have a wonderful day.